Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're making pineapple honey glazed ham. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that bell to stay up to date with all upcoming new videos. Here I've laid out all the items we're gonna need for our pineapple honey glazed ham recipe today. A lot of people get intimidated by ham, but honestly, it's not that hard. You'll see how easy it is to make this pineapple honey glazed ham today. The first ingredient we're going to need is pineapple. Pineapple rings, either in the can. It comes in a syrup and it's the pineapple rings, or you can buy a fresh pineapple and cut it and make your own, which is what I'm going to do today. So I like to do everything fresh. This is why I get the real pineapple and then I'm going to cut it up. Next, we're gonna need some brown sugar. Brown sugar is one of the key ingredients in the honey glazed recipe that we will pour over the ham later on. Next, we have honey. Of course, honey is the main ingredient in the honey glaze that we will be using to go over the ham in this honey glazed ham recipe. I like to use a lot of honey because I like things on the sweeter side when it comes to my honey glaze, but of course you can adjust it according to your own taste. The next ingredient we have going in our pineapple honey glaze is cinnamon. I like cooking with cinnamon, so I'll probably use a generous amount, but once again, everything can be adjusted to your own preference. The next ingredient is cloves. You want to grab a bunch of cloves because these are actually going to get poked into your ham just before we glaze the whole ham. You want to have a fair amount of cloves because what we're going to do is we're going to create lines within the ham and then cross sections, and these are going to go right into your ham. The next item we're going to need is toothpicks. We're going to use these toothpicks to actually secure the pineapple rings to your ham before we pour the pineapple honey glaze all over the ham. It's going to be so delicious. And finally, you're going to need ham. It doesn't matter how big or small your ham is, you want to cook it according to its directions, which is typically around 15 to 20 minutes per pound. This ham is just over 6.5 pounds, so I'm going to put it in the oven for about 1 hour and 50 to about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now let's get started. First things first is we need to remove this ham from its packaging. Once I got the ham out of the packaging, then I rinsed off and washed off my ham like I do any other meat. Once my ham is clean and ready, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to start scoring it. Scoring your ham just means cutting lines into your ham so the glaze will seep in and all the flavors will get into your ham, which is exactly what you want. So here I'm just making lines one way, and then when I'm done, I'm going to make lines the other way so that they crisscross. Once my ham is scored, I'm going to transfer it to a baking pan or a roasting pan or whatever that you have in order to roast your ham. I have it lined already with foil, which I like to lay down inside the pan to catch all the juices. Now that my ham is prepped and ready, I'm going to go ahead and make the pineapple honey glaze. If you're using a fresh pineapple like myself, you're going to want to cut off the top, then peel your pineapple. Next, we're going to core the pineapple. If you have a pineapple corer, by all means use this. I don't have one, so I opted to cut it out myself. I make about 5 slits, maybe about a ½ inch deep, all the way around, and then I'm going to slice my pineapple into rings. Once my pineapple is sliced into rings, I'm then going to remove the core from the middle of all of the rings. Once my pineapple is cored, I like to blend up the core with a little bit of water before putting it into a saucepan. If you're using pineapples from a can, just take out the pineapple rings and pour the pineapple syrup from the can into a saucepan. My saucepan is presently on low heat, and next I'm going to add in my brown sugar. Some people only like to use brown sugar when doing their glaze, but because we're making a pineapple honey glaze for our ham, we definitely need that pineapple core blended up or the syrup from the can if you're using a can. Next, we're going to add our honey and our cinnamon and stir. Once my pineapple honey glaze is ready, I like to baste my ham with the glaze. I now add my pineapple rings, securing them with my toothpicks to the ham prior to putting it in the oven. I'll use as many pineapple rings that I can fit on my ham, so it just depends. Sometimes there's about 8, 9, 10. It really depends on how big your ham is. I also like to use cherries as well and put inside the rings of the pineapple, but I didn't have any on hand today, so it is what it is. Next, I'm going to glaze my ham. Once all the pineapple rings are on, I'm going to glaze it once again, all over the pineapple, all over the ham, and then I'm going to pop this in the oven. I'm baking at 350 degrees, and once again, it's about 15 to 20 minutes per pound, depending on how small or how big your ham is. The time will vary. I just took my pineapple honey glazed ham out of the oven and it smells so good. I can't wait to cut into this. I like to remove a few of the toothpicks and a few of the pineapples that are resting on the ham before cutting in. Look how good this looks. Oh my gosh. This tastes phenomenal. Look how tender and juicy the ham is. I cannot wait to eat this. This is absolutely delicious. As I said, if you've never cooked ham before, this pineapple honey glazed ham is so easy to make. It's so juicy. Slice up your ham and plate it, and you're ready for your next holiday dinner. If you enjoyed this recipe, please hit that like button, and we'll see you next in the video.